And as we were saying, even before this podcast, we were discussing communication within a team structure.
Right.
And we were discussing how to word something.
Mm-hmm.
And it came up, it's not what you have to communicate. Any message can be effectively communicated. It's how you communicate it. Because most people can handle anything.
Mm-hmm.
In all honesty, we are by nature open to feedback. It isn't that we can't receive feedback.
Mm-hmm.
It is how feedback is relayed to us that can trigger us and make us reciprocate in a way that can trigger a misalignment or a disagreement or even a fight. And so in a relationship, business type things aside, in a relationship, if you need to have a sit down and tell your partner something that you're like, oh, how do I convey something about finances, which I know is a big thing in partnerships. Been there, done that. Or anything along that line when it comes to children or you name it. There are lots of things that can create tension in a partnership. And I know in our partnership, it was, how do we bring our lives together? Very different lives. We came from very different backgrounds. How do we start to bring those together in a way that would feel aligned for both of us?
Right.
And so there had to be feedback based on observations that we were making between both of our lives, things that we had blind eyes to before we started coming together. And in order to do that, we had to be willing to not just come at it and go, hey, Amber, did you know that you did this and it sucks? Well, that's going to trigger me.
Or approach it from like, I gotcha.
Yeah. Yeah, I got you.
Yeah.
Look at you.
Yeah.
You're not great at everything.
Yeah.
Kind of mentality. Exactly. Because we're not in it to be one up on each other. But sometimes in partnerships, that can happen where it's like, oh, I need to be better than you somehow.
I told you.
Yeah.
Or see.
Yeah. See, I was right.
Yeah.
I was right.
Exactly.
And we don't do that. Instead, there's an effective way to still communicate the same information, but do it in a way that I want to share this with you because I desire to help you find the best approach for you and for all involved. I desire to build you up and empower you. And if this doesn't help you, I'm okay. I'm not doing it to force you to change. I'm doing it to bring it into your awareness so you can make a choice. If you choose to do nothing with it, okay. But I wouldn't be a loving partner if I didn't bring it forward so you can make a choice on what you desire to do. Now, if it's crossing my boundary, then I have to inform you that it's also crossing my boundary. And so I'm going to have to make a choice based on that. And we had those discussions a few times. And we came to a common agreement around boundary decisions and what we would do. And we created action plans, understanding that behaviors don't change overnight.